Hi. Right, it's been ages since I did my first video. Um, Jennifer's meltdowns have been on and off. Um, Good days, bad days. I'm doing a reward jar for her rather than a reward chart. Basically, she's going to have little pom-poms and they're going to go in a jar for every day that we have a good day. And once the jar's full, I will take her to get her something. On the days that she's been bad, I would take a pom-pom away. Friday just gone, I was trying to get a dress for school and she was hitting me, she was kicking me, and I moved, tried to get out of the way, and my back went. I had to call my mum, and she lives in, well, she doesn't live in the same town that I do, and she had to get a dress and she had to take her to school because I couldn't walk, I couldn't weight bear, I couldn't do nothing, and I was on lots of medication so I can get through the weekend. The school finally agreed to do the autism forms for her, so I filled out the questionnaire. One of the forms was green, amber and red, and there was quite a lot of red. I've also finally done my autism forms. A lot of it was diving into your past, and a lot of my past I buried. I was bullied, lost friends because of the way that I am, relationships, jobs, the works, and it just put me in depression, and it took me over a month to complete because I just didn't want to go there. Submitted them a couple of days ago, and I got a note through to say that I had to complete the AQ50 questionnaire. So doing that, it's just a tick box exercise, and they wanted the answers screenshotted through before you calculate your score. So I did that, and then I clicked on calculate my answer or something, and it came out at 40 out of 50. Between 30 and 50 would be on the spectrum, and I scored 40 out of 50. And just looking at the screen, seeing this number, and I'm just like, I'm 46 in May, and I'm scoring 40 out of 50 on an autism questionnaire. How? Why? Why is it being left till I'm 46 years old nearly for this to be picked up? I asked my old doctors time and time again to get me tested, and I just kept getting told the waiting list is long. And besides, what would be the point? If you are, what would be the point? What will it solve? Well, it will solve a lot, actually. It will help me understand that actually it's not me. I'm not intentionally like this. And looking at autism, researching it and that lot, there's other things that go with it. It's not just behaviour, there's health implications as well. And I've got a lot of health issues, and it just all makes sense. And I just feel like I've been robbed of a life, of a different life that I could have had, by my doctors just refusing to get me tested for stuff. They reluctantly got me tested for EDS, and it proved that I've got that. Going through the autism questionnaire, hypermobility came up. That's EDS. And I kept telling them that I get twitches and stuff like that. And when I described it to a nurse at the hospital once, she said, that sounds like Tourette's. They wouldn't let me get tested for Tourette's. Tourette's is actually go hand in hand with autism. And I get like neck spasms and other twitches. And it's all the stuff that I kept telling them, they were just ignoring. I've been diagnosed with arthritis, since I went to my new doctors, fibromyalgia, and all the stuff that they would never test me for. So all I can say is if you're going to your doctors and you're asking to get tested for stuff and they won't test you, find a new bloody doctor, because you have the right to get tested for stuff. You know your own mind, you know your own body. At the moment, the waiting list to get tested for autism is really, really long. My adult social worker suggested the right to choose pathway. I spoke to my current doctors and they knew nothing about it, so I had to explain what it was. And I had to fill out this form for the right to choose. And it cuts out a lot of the red tape. It's like going private, but not. You're going through the NHS. So instead of waiting 3 to 5 years, you wait 6 months. So for those that are waiting to get tested and you're on the waiting list, look up the right to choose, because you have the choice, you have the right to choose. I don't know, I don't think it's just for autism, I think it's for a lot of things, but just look into it. Never feel guilty about the way you are. And all these years it's been like being a square peg fitting in a round hole. We've had to fit in society, where society should accept us for who we are. There's no such thing as normal. We've all got our own quirks and we shouldn't be made to be ashamed of that. Yeah. So I'm now waiting for my face-to-face appointment. Now that I've done the questionnaire and the forms that I've submitted, I'm now waiting for my daughter's stuff to come through. Schools are now sending letters in to child development to say just because a child doesn't present signs of autism in school doesn't mean it's not there, because they mask it. Especially girls, they are really good at masking signs of autism in school. And it's the moment they get home, they unwind like a spring and they just let go. It's because they are in their safe zone and they know they can explode, because 9 times, hopefully, 9 times out of 10, it won't come back to bite them. They can explode at home. Whereas at school, there's rules, there's regulations, there's judgment from your friends, from your peers. So if you're fighting this horrible battle, just keep fighting. The answers are out there. And hopefully next time I post, I'll be a bit more positive, and I will post more frequently now that I've done these forms and now that I've taken the steps. It's just doing it and taking the steps and accepting there is issues is soul destroying. Yeah, but you get there. You have to. So, happy Tuesday. We're in February, finally. God, January was long. And happy 2023. Bye.